and you know that fragrance doesn't smell the same. So for me to pay $345 for a fragrance, baby, you better know it smells good. Not my favorite.
I move so far in time. I move so far in time. I've been picked up in.
Hey everyone, my name is Keishante Chantel and welcome to my channel. So if you have been here before, welcome back. If you have not been here before, welcome. My name is Keishante Chantel. I do, just a little quick intro, I do lifestyle, makeup reviews, makeup hauls, all that jazz. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join my beautiful online family. We are on the road to 1K. Yeah. So today's video, I have not done a video like this in probably a little over a year now. I'd have to say a year. So I have picked up a couple of new fragrances. I have smelled multiple fragrances. I'm a fragrance connoisseur, but I do work in an industry that I'm surrounded by fragrances all the time. So I want to give you guys my top eight fragrances for the summer that I feel like are going to be just perfect. Maybe it's something new that you've never heard of, something that you can try. Maybe you have heard of them. Again, this is my top 8. This is what I like. I'm very scent sensitive, so these recommendations are going to be based off my needs, but I think that you will enjoy them. So if that is something that you are interested in, don't forget to, again, like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around for the rest of the video, and we are going to jump straight into the video. All right, guys, so this video is honestly in no particular order. Like, I'm going to introduce you to things just that I love. There are going to be some strong scents, some that are very light and neutral, but I just feel like they are going to be great for everyone. So number one, so first on my list, this is a fragrance brand that I honestly just got introduced to probably last year. And of course, they are owned by Estee Lauder. I absolutely love them. This is Wild Bluebell. So I absolutely love this fragrance. It smells divine. It is very light, airy. Oh, this fragrance is very romantic. So I'm gonna go through the notes of this fragrance with you. So if something kind of hits home and you are like really interested in trying it out, this fragrance has crisp notes of green leaves, balsamic sweetness, spicy clove buds, and a subtle dewy scent. It has persimmon, milky peach notes, and it also has white musk. So again, this fragrance is very romantic. I feel like it can be more of a daytime fragrance just because of how light the fragrance is. I like the packaging. The packaging is very, very chic. Jo Malone is a niche brand. Men and women can use these fragrances. These fragrances can also be mixed. You can become a little mixologist and just basically pair them with other scents. Wild Bluebell is just very fresh scented. And if you are somebody that loves like fresh watermelon or fresh cut grass, you're gonna love this because it definitely gives that. So this scent, I definitely say, if you are scent sensitive and you like something that's very light, fresh, and floral, this would be perfect. Okay, so the next fragrance that I'm going to tell you about, I was at work and somebody walked by me and it was just a fragrance that stopped me dead in my tracks. I just was like, ma'am, what are you wearing? I need to know. It is a must that I know what you're wearing. And she basically said she had on the Versace Eros, but she had on the EDT because the EDT and the EDP did smell quite different. So I did smell both of them. The EDT was a little bit way too strong for me, so I went for the one that she had on, and I got it. So guys, this fragrance, oh my goodness, I get so many compliments from men when I wear this fragrance. So I can just be out and about and I will have somebody stop me and just be like, wow, you smell good. They either want to get it for their wife or they just want to tell me that I smell good in general. I love the bottle. The bottle is so classic, so chic. It has the Medusa head on it. It has the, I don't know what this is, but the bottle is just very, very chic. Let me just go through the notes with you guys. Okay, so it's a floral fragrance. It is very fresh and sparkling, a transparent radiance of fresh dewdrops. It's sweetened by a lush hydrophonic guava. It has icy hints of black currant, and it's all fused together with touches of wisteria. And you can definitely smell the flowers in this fragrance, but it's not overpowering. If you get the EDT, it's going to be probably very strong, and you might like that. You might like strong, but when I wear this fragrance, it stays on me throughout the day. A little trick that you may or may not know: when I spray fragrance, I spray it on my wrist, I spray it on the folds of my arm, sometimes behind my ears, or you know, some people may spray it on their neck depending on the scent. I am scent sensitive, so sometimes if the fragrance is too strong for me, I spray it from the waist down because I know eventually it'll creep up. But if it's from the neck up, it gives me headaches. This one doesn't give me headaches so much. So with that being said, if you spray it in the areas where you perspire, it opens your pores. It definitely gets in there, and it just merges with the chemistry of your natural body scent, and you will smell divine. So this is definitely one that I would say you should try. Like, I like the wild Bluebell, but if we're gonna try a fragrance that's just gonna be very sexy, daytime, nighttime, what have you, this is gonna be one. Okay, so if you have seen any of my fragrance videos, then you would know that I love Marc Jacobs fragrances. This one is the Oh So Fresh. This is probably, I don't know, where I work, this is one of the most popular fragrances that is highly requested right now, and they are sold out at my job. So I know that a lot of people absolutely love this fragrance, and this would be a great recommendation for you. Look how cute the bottle is. Like, stunning. It is very whimsical. A lot of Marc Jacobs fragrances have that really pretty packaging with flowers. It's very cutesy, very eye attractive, aesthetic-y. They're just beautiful. And when I used to work at Ulta years ago, for some reason people would just come through and steal the tops. I never understood that. Maybe they stole the fragrances from another store and they just needed a top. But yeah, but this fragrance is so nice, and I'm gonna tell you what it smells like. So just to give you an idea, this is scented with raspberry and grapefruit. Those are the top notes. It has wild rose. It's also a very musky scent, and it also has warm plum and cedarwood. So this is very light and airy, like the wild Bluebell. I feel like with this specific fragrance, because it is very light, you may have to touch up after a couple of hours if you want to smell it some more. That's solely up to you. That's if you want to smell more of it. But sometimes I find that when I go back in with perfume, people at my job tend to tell me, girl, I already smell the perfume. You don't need to put any more on. But that's a me thing. You don't have to, but because I feel like it's very light, you may have to touch up. Just take my word for it. So this is the Marc Jacobs. I'm gonna introduce you guys to another one of my favorites, speaking of Marc Jacobs. So this is the Daisy Dream by Marc Jacobs. If you have a chance to get your hands on this, please do. I want to say we're sold out at my job. I don't know. I don't think that this fragrance has been discontinued, because I know the #1 bridal fragrance was this for years until it got replaced by the Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede. But guys, this was my this was probably, I don't know, I'm not gonna say this was my first major fragrance purchases, but it definitely was one of the ones that I just could not wait to get my hands on. This is another fragrance that stopped me like dead in my tracks. And like, this fragrance is, you probably can't, well, you might be able to see it. It is blue. So the fragrance itself is blue, and I just think that's so beautiful. Again, the bottle is just so divine, dainty, very girly, it screams spring and summer just because of the flowers. All right, so let's talk about the notes. This fragrance is very light and airy. It has a fruity and floral personality. The top notes are blackberry, fresh grapefruit, and succulent pear. And it has a mix of jasmine flower, lychee or leche, and blue wisteria. So again, this is a fruity floral fragrance. I'm all about sweet. I love sweet. I feel like sweet smells good on me. I don't know about you, but it's definitely something that I like. So this is definitely one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, and I have a lot of fragrance, but I definitely pull from this one on days that I'm just out and about, and I just like, you want the wind to hit you and it just travel to everyone else. It just journeys to everyone else, and they can be like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? This is one of those fragrances, and it's great again as a gift to brides. So Marc Jacobs has some of the most beautiful packaging and wonderful fragrances. If you have a chance to stop by any retailer, whether it's Dillard's, Belk, Nordstrom, gosh, Ulta, Sephora, see if you can smell some of these fragrances, because they are truly divine. All right, now going back to Jo Malone, I don't know, like I said, I've been introduced to Jo Malone as of last year, and I've gotten quite a number of their fragrances. They just smell really good. One of my favorites, this is a newer scent that just came out a couple, maybe 2-3 months ago. This is called Mallow on the Moor. Now, when I say 2-3 months ago, a lot of the Jo Malone fragrances, they do get repackaged into different bottles. So this is one that has been around before, but it's just in a newer packaging. So this is what it looks like. It has like flowers all over the packaging. It is just very, very pretty. And it only comes in this size, and I'm so disappointed about that, because this bottle was $80, and you know, when you get a 1 ounce, chances are you're going to use that up very quickly. So the top note of this fragrance is violet leaf. It is a natural green aroma like fresh cut grass, which it gives that. I think that's why I was really drawn to it, almost like the wild Bluebell has that kind of green leaf smell to it. The heart note of this fragrance is mallow. So mallow is a soft powdery floral accord that is basically a purple flower complementing the heliotrope notes in the base. That's a lot to unpack, but it has a really good floral scent. The base note is heliotrope. So heliotrope is an embracing powdery note with an almond facet, extending the floral sea from the heart. Now, the only thing that I'd probably say to this fragrance, which they do list on the Jo Malone website, is it says, please be aware that their ingredient list may change or vary from time to time. So please refer to the ingredient list on the product packages you receive for the most up-to-date ingredients. I guess the notes change, which to me, like, I don't particularly care to hear that, just because I feel like a lot of times if you ever go and you purchase a fragrance, you absolutely love how it smells, and then you turn around maybe a month, maybe months, maybe years later, and you go to get that fragrance again and it just doesn't smell the same, and you know that fragrance doesn't smell the same. I feel like that is very unfortunate, and you know, so I'm pretty sure this specific one is different than some of the ones that the people who have bought Mallow and the Moor on the packaging, where the packaging was a little bit different. I don't know if it smells the same. If you own this fragrance, please let me know in the comments below if the scent has changed since from the new one, from the one that they had before. I would definitely like to know. That is not a question that I know how to answer because this was my first time purchasing it. So let me know. Alright, so the next one that I want to talk about is definitely going to be a little bit more grown and sexy. This is the Gabrielle by Chanel. This, I've smelled a lot of Chanel fragrances and a good bit of them I just don't care for. But that's me. You might like them. Like Mademoiselle, not my favorite. But this one smells divine. The Gabrielle and the Gabrielle Essence. I believe I have the Essence too. But this one was the first one that I purchased. This one is the one that I wear the most, as you can see. So let's talk about it real. So what does the Chanel Gabrielle smell like? It smells like a rich, enveloping heart of intense jasmine shimmers with the fruity green notes of ylang ylang, while fresh and sparkling orange blossoms shine through, offering a glimpse of smooth, grasse tuberose captured at its finest. That just sounds so luxurious, and as you know, Chanel is a luxury brand, and a lot of their fragrances are just, the packaging has not changed. Chanel is a brand that I absolutely love because they stick to the formula. You don't see a whole bunch of hoopla surrounding the brand. They just, it's like old money. They're gonna be simple. They stick to what they know, and people love it. Like, people that I've seen, if they can't afford a Chanel purse, they're going to buy a Chanel fragrance. They're going to buy Chanel makeup because it still makes you feel very luxurious. So again, this fragrance is for the grown and sexy girls. I feel like it is definitely daytime and nighttime, but when you spray it, you smell expensive. So I love this. I feel like you should try it. To me, this fragrance doesn't necessarily have an age. I probably would say anywhere, someone in their teens. If you have a young girl who is looking for a fragrance that is just a luxury fragrance, and she's been on social media and she's getting into, like, you know, the more expensive side, and she's interested in Chanel, I would say the Gabrielle is definitely very sweet. In one, it has that powdery scent to me, so I love it. So yes, guys, try this. All right, so if you like sweet, this next fragrance is going to be for you, okay? I know you guys know who Lady Gaga is. Like, if you don't know who Lady Gaga is, you're living under a rock. So for the last couple years, she has been a spokesperson for Valentino, and this fragrance is heavily promoted. This is the Voce Viva, and it just smells divine. So if you like sweet smelling perfumes, this might be the one for you, because this one is, it's sweet smelling. It has a radiant floral bouquet with orange blossom and absolute golden gardenia. It's also paired with colorful Italian bergamot and mandarin, and it has an unexpected cool note of crystal moss and vanilla. So I don't like vanilla. I don't like vanilla. So whenever I smell something and it has vanilla in it, it surprises the hell out of me, because I'm just like, well, I hate vanilla, but I like this. So I typically get the fragrance because it just blows me away. So again, this is very, very sweet smelling. The packaging is just beautiful. I feel like, wow, this can be worn. I can't spray it on myself because I got so much other stuff, but whew, I have like that little candy note. If you want to capture a guy's attention, this is gonna be the one, because like this is a head turner. Like you're probably gonna get more attention than what you bargained for with this one, because there's gonna be women stopping you being like, girl, what you got on? So I absolutely love this fragrance, and I think you would too. All right, so the absolute last, I saved the best for last, because this fragrance is very, very new to me. Very first time that I've ever smelled it. I've seen it online, and the price, baby, the price of this fragrance is insane. This is the most expensive fragrance that I own in my collection to date. The only reason why I'm recommending it is because, one, this fragrance smells good as hell. This is the best fragrance that I think that I've ever smelled in my life. And I'm like, I shit you not, this fragrance smells really good. So for me to pay $345 for a fragrance, baby, you better know it smells good. I'm not just gonna recommend you some hogwash. So I picked up the Initio. This is the Absolute Aphrodisiac. I honestly just got this fragrance like maybe 3 days ago. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I have 2 of them. But this is the one that we are talking about today. This fragrance, the very first time that I sprayed it on myself, I was blown away. Like I could not stop smelling myself. TMI, but it's just, it is what it is. And then after I sprayed it on myself, like I debated for a little bit, and I ended up going to Kava to get me lunch. And as soon as I walked in, the guys that was fixing my food was just like, wow, you smell really good. What are you wearing? The people behind me started complimenting me. Everybody wanted to know what I was wearing. And at that point, that was the ultimate factor, the ultimate decider of, this is one that you need to get. So this is the Absolute Aphrodisiac. It comes in the 3.4 fluid ounce. The packaging is just so cool. So when you open it up, like it has, I don't know if this is velvet. Like this is the most elaborate, intricate packaging that I've seen on a fragrance in a long time. It just screams luxury. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just not. So again, on the inside of this is velvet. This reminds me of like the Scarlet Letter for some reason. I don't know, that's just me. But the packaging is just divine. Look, it comes with like this little stand. You can keep it, you can throw it away, it's up to you. It also comes with a fragrance card that is going to tell you like the top notes of this. So it says, what if your instincts were inspired by the sense of smell, guiding you towards new adventures? Initio takes fragrances to new heights with enhanced powers that defy imagination. While nature and the science of pheromones fuse deeply together within the formulas, working their magic and I don't know what that means. So invisible forces to be worn alone or blended together, Initio fragrances stir your instincts. This is where it all begins. So Initio combines your pheromones, and this fragrance is going to smell different on everyone. One of the top notes in this fragrance is definitely vanilla, which blew me away again. So if you know me, you know I absolutely hate the smell of vanilla, and you could even sit that back down in there. So let's go through the notes. So again, the bold notes of it are the Ling Ling. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's Y-L-A-N-G, Y-L-A-N-G. With luxurious vanilla and animalic power of musk. And of course, it mixes with your pheromones as well. So guys, it just smells so damn good. It smells so good. I'm not going to wear this every day because I feel like I would get sick of it. And being that this is one of the best fragrances that I've ever owned for me. I know a lot of people go crazy over the Parfum de Mali, and it's okay. I've also smelled the Killian Love Don't Be Shy, and it's okay. Those fragrances just, I feel like, along with the Baccarat, certain fragrances just blow up on social media because of like the popularity of the influencer and the price. And when you get them, you typically don't be impressed. You're just kind of like, why did I buy this? But this Initio is one that I have no regrets. I have no regrets over the price. I have no regrets. It just smells so damn good. So, if there are any other fragrances that are out there that you guys have tried that you feel like I should try, please let me know. I've smelled quite a few of the K. Ali fragrances, and to me they feel like Bath and Body Works. That's what it gives, but just with a very expensive price tag. But again, if it's something that you know of that I don't know of and you feel like I should try it, drop it in the comment section down below. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much if you've come this far. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you don't get nothing else today, baby, stop by a store. Stop by any store, whether it's Dillard's, Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus. Smell this Initio fragrance. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. You just won't. So with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.